Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to peek behind the curtain of corporate speak and give you the straight facts. Today we are diving into a filing from Avalon Globocare Corp. That might have some interesting updates on a product they've been developing. Stick around to see what they're sharing. Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the fascinating and sometimes bewildering world of corporate filings. Today we are looking at a report from Avalon Globocare Corp that offers what they call market updates on their KetoAir breathalyzer device, but we'll see if there is more to it than just that. Before we dive in, if you find value in getting clear. No nonsense breakdowns of these documents, make sure you are subscribed, and hey, we've got a growing Discord community where we discuss all things corporate finance, so check out the link in the description below to join the conversation. Alright, so Avalon Globocare Corp has filed a current report, which is basically a heads up to investors about significant events that the company thinks you need to know about. This particular filing is dated the 1st of December 2025. Now, Avalon Globocare Corp is a company that has been in the news for its focus on healthcare technologies. They are incorporated in Delaware and their stock trades under the ticker symbol ALPT on the Nasdaq Capital Market. The main event in this report, the reason they filed it, is an announcement they made on the 1st of December 2025 about market updates concerning their KetoAir breathalyzer device. Regulation FD, or Regulation Fair Disclosure, is all about making sure companies share important information with everyone at the same time, so no one gets an unfair advantage. So essentially the company put out a press release to talk about their KetoAir device. What exactly are these market updates? This is where we have to dig a little. The report tells us this press release is attached as an exhibit, which is where we would typically find the juicy details. However, the report itself doesn't give us the specifics of the update, just that it happened. The filing references Exhibit 99.1, which is the press release itself. They are saying that this information is incorporated by reference, but they also add a sort of disclaimer. They are saying that this information, including the press release, essentially is not considered filed for certain legal purposes, meaning it might not create legal liability under Section 18 of the Exchange Act. This is common language for these types of announcements to signal they are providing information for awareness, often related to marketing or product updates, rather than announcing significant financial shifts. Moving on, part of the filing standard practice is to list the exhibits here. We see Exhibit 99.1, the press release we've been talking about, and then Exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file. This last one is essentially a standardized data file for the document itself, crucial for automated systems, but not for our narrative today. The report is signed by Luisa Ingagiola, who is identified as the Chief Financial Officer. This is standard for these filings, showing who is attesting to the accuracy of the information provided. Now, what does this all mean? This filing is a bit different from the usual financial deep dives we do. It is not a quarterly earnings report with balance sheets and income statements. Instead, it is focused solely on a press release about a specific product, the KetoAir breathalyzer. This suggests that Avalon Globocare Corp is likely trying to generate buzz or provide an update on the commercial progress or perhaps development status of this particular device. The KetoAir breathalyzer sounds like it is designed to measure ketone levels. For those who follow health and wellness trends, or specifically the ketogenic diet, this kind of device can be quite popular. It allows users to track their body's fat-burning state without needing blood tests. The market for health monitoring devices, especially portable ones that offer insights into metabolic health, is certainly growing. However, this filing doesn't give us any numbers. There are no financial figures to analyze, no revenue growth, no profit or loss, no changes in debt or assets. It is purely an informational disclosure about a press release. The market updates mentioned could range from positive news like increased demand, successful product trials, or new distribution agreements, to more neutral updates on production or regulatory progress. Without seeing the press release itself, we are left to speculate. This type of filing, an 8K specifically under Item 7.01 for Regulation FD disclosure, often serves as a way for companies to disseminate non-public information that they deem material to investors. It is a way to level the playing field, but when the core content is a press release summary without the actual details provided within the 8K itself, it leaves us wanting more concrete information. What we can infer is that the company wants to highlight whatever news they have about the KetoAir device. This could be a strategic move to boost investor confidence, attract new partners, or perhaps prepare for a future financial announcement where the KetoAir's performance will be reflected. If this device is a significant part of their future strategy, then updates on its market reception or development are indeed important. From a business perspective, The success of a single product like the KetoAir can be crucial, especially for smaller or growth stage companies. Their entire business trajectory can hinge on the market adoption and profitability of key innovations. Therefore, even a seemingly minor update can be a signal of future revenue streams or a pivot in their business model. As investors or observers, we need to ask ourselves if this is a sign of traction or just a promotional push. The lack of financial data in this specific report means we cannot assess the impact of these market updates on the company's bottom line. We would need to look for subsequent filings like their quarterly reports, 10Q or annual reports 10K, to see if the KetoAir is contributing to their financial performance. Also, keep in mind that the business of developing and marketing health tech devices is highly competitive. Companies need to constantly innovate and gain market share. So any news about a product's performance, even if it is just a press release, is a piece of the puzzle in understanding Avalon Globocare Corp. Its competitive position, in conclusion, this filing from Avalon Globocare Corp is less about deep financial analysis and more about a notification that they've released information regarding their KetoAir breathalyzer. The real story. The substance of those market updates is contained within the press release they issued, which is referenced but not detailed here. It highlights a focus on product development and market communication, but without more specific financial data, it is hard to gauge the actual impact. The company's direction seems to be anchored in healthcare technology and innovations like the KetoAir breathalyzer. The strength here is their attempt to engage the market with product news. However, a significant weakness at this moment is the lack of concrete data within this filing to assess the success or impact of these updates. A key opportunity would be if the KetoAir proves to be a successful revenue generator for them. A notable risk is that without tangible financial results tied to this product, investor sentiment or stock performance might not react significantly, or worse, they might be overhyping a device with limited market traction. Without seeing the press release details, this report is more of a heads up that something was said, rather than a here is what was said and its impact. That is our breakdown of this Avalon Globocare Corp filing. What is your take on this kind of announcement? Do you think it signals good things for the KetoAir device? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, please hit that like button, it really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate filings. And don't forget to check out the Discord community linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Corporate Decoder.